Secret Agent Duncan Jax undertakes his most dangerous assignment, assembling an elite strike force to prevent the sale of atomic weapons to the Scarlet Leader, mankind's most evil and sadistic adversary. I mean, this guy is a real tool, and if he gets a hold of nukes, hello World War III and goodbye world. Jax, along with his trusty sidekick Boone, who happens to be a baboon, must infiltrate a Caribbean fortress to prevent nuclear secrets from changing hands. It's a race against time. The future of the world is at stake. Don't miss Unmasking the Idol. It's next on the 3 from Epix. An elite strike force, huh? Well, tell me where I sign up. Whoa! Ha!
Coming up next is Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Oh, that sounds lovely. A doctor and a nun become friends. It's goodness squared.
Grace, it's Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Don't you recognize the surnames?
Well, there's the famous story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but that can't be the case here. A man can't turn into a woman.
Or can he?
Ew!
This twisted genius could only come from Hammer Film, the famous British horror studio of the 1950s and 60s. And this film goes beyond mere fiction, incorporating the very real and very infamous Jack the Ripper.
The prostitute killer?
That's the one, plus Birkin hair, also real.
The serial killers who sold their mostly female victims' bodies to a medical school?
Precisely. You know, Grace, I wouldn't peg you for a history buff.
Well, a girl's got to know what kind of dangers can lurk out there. This Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde movie sounds horrifying. Let's watch it!
And we can, as it's coming up next on the 3 from Epix.
Don't ever drink any weird potions, Alex, okay? Promise?
I promise.
Alex, where do movie stars come from?
Well, Grace, movie stars, much like real stars, come from nebulas.
Ooh!
And these nebulas are usually clouds, usually made up of fluffy, romantic comedies. One such nebula is 1998's Twice Upon a Yesterday. Let's see if you can spot the young movie stars just being born.
That's Penelope Cruz! Oh, and Lena Headey! Oh, that's a hard one.
All right, imagine him slimmer with less hair and as a dashing yet dastardly villain.
It's Mark Strong!
Correct!
Oh, look at the cute baby Mark Strong. Oh, baby Mark Strong is gone.
Yes, but you can see all of these movie stars taking shape in 1998's Twice Upon a Yesterday, which is coming up next right here on the 3 from Epix.
Oh boy, we get to see baby movie stars!
Oh,
look how
good,
cute.
good, good, good.
Oh,
Walter Richmond is a wealthy American businessman who travels to Amsterdam to close a multi-million-dollar deal. Deciding to turn the trip into a vacation for his family, he brings along his wife and their 10-year-old daughter Melissa, who's unable to speak. Once in Amsterdam, the little girl witnesses a murder. Not able to talk and aware the killers know she saw them, the frightened Melissa goes into hiding. Meanwhile, her parents frantically try to piece events together in a race to find their daughter before the killers do. William Hurt and Jennifer Tilly star in the action thriller Do Not Disturb, and it's next on the 3 from Epix.
All right, everyone, coming up next. Hey, Grace, what's up with the party stuff?
Happy New Year's Evil!
Happy, huh?
Happy New Year's Evil! Oh, this is my favorite night of the year. Going out, partying, waiting for the ball to drop.
You're thinking of New Year's Eve.
No, I'm not.
The next movie we're showing is New Year's Evil, which is a horror film about a maniac who kills women every time the clock strikes midnight.
Aw, so I'm not gonna get a New Year's Evil kiss?
Not unless you mean a kiss of death! Anyway, our radio DJ hosting a party is the only person who can figure out what's going on and maybe stop the killer before he strikes again.
Don't you mean strikes midnight again?
I think that is what I mean, yes.
New Year's Evil is coming up next on the 3 from Epix.
A devastating earthquake reveals the tomb of Nephritis, an ancient Egyptian princess. She comes to life in the modern world after discovering 2 fortune hunters desecrating her tomb. One dies, but she follows the other to America where her ancient artifacts are being sold to collectors. One by one, Nephritis sees to it that the buyers of these sacred trinkets are mysteriously and savagely murdered. So that Nephritis may secure her eternal existence, she must also return to Cairo with a human sacrifice. Blood will flow, my friends. You can be sure of that. Blood will flow. The Tomb, it's next on the 3 from Epix. Care to dance, Nephritis?
Oh, this grilled cheese is the best. It's all melty and gooey. Look at it.
No, I can't even look, not after watching The Incredible Melting Man.
What's that?
It's about this American astronaut sent to Saturn who develops a taste for human flesh when he returns to Earth.
No, I mean, what's that? My sandwich.
American cheese?
Oh, yum.
Anyway, the makeup effects were done by certifiable genius Rick Baker, who created 4 distinct stages that graphically show the main character melting into a bloody, horrifying mess.
Gross.
I know, right?
No, I mean, look, there's an olive in my sandwich. I hate olives.
Another cool little fact about the movie is that film director Jonathan Demme appears as one of the melting man's victims.
That's awesome.
What? What is it, Grace? Your sandwich? You have an awesome sandwich? Is that it?
No, chill out. I'm just a big fan of Jonathan Demme.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you weren't listening to me.
I can eat and listen at the same time.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just saying it's awesome because the burn on my sandwich looks like that mask from
The Incredible Melting Man, coming up next.
On the 3 from Epix.
A group of young and sophisticated friends want it all. Love, success, fortune. Hey, that sounds like me. Well, anyway, living together in an exclusive section of Los Angeles, life is one big party. Woohoo! When one of the roommates, the opportunist MJ, starts overstepping her bounds and capitalizes on her friendships. I hope that doesn't remind anybody of me. Anyway, things take a sad, disturbing twist, and suddenly the party is over. How will MJ fill the void? Sandra Bullock and Ray Don Chong star in this intimate look at friendship, ambition, and success in the 1990s. You guys remember the 90s, right? Well, check out When the Party's Over. It's next on the 3 from Epix. Hey, you guys don't think I'm an opportunist, do you? Well, don't answer all at once, people.
Dude, I just had the awesomest friggin' snowboarding trip ever. There was this one chick who was like so hot. She was
rolling.
Oh, sorry. 7 hot-blooded co-eds break into an abandoned ski lodge, setting the scene for what should be a wild weekend of non-stop partying, fresh powder, and some indoor half-piping. Huh? But suddenly things go wrong. Horribly, horribly wrong. When bodies start turning up, the group knows they're not alone as a psychotic killer starts a gory bloodfest of slashing, gashing, severing, and beheading. Ugh. I guarantee that'll mess up your trip to the slopes real quick. Hold on to your snowboards. It's Shredder, and it's right here on the 3 from Epix.